Hey everybody, how's it going? I had to jump on here real quick and share something with you guys. I just got some awesome news that one of my buddies just stopped by a little while ago and he picked himself up an old Jeep, like an old CJ, like a 60s, like old school, like just a little bit better than like the post office ones, man. And this guy, he's an incredible like engineer and designer and stuff. So he'll do some, it'll be like a rat rod, but he'll have some cool little tricks on it. And one of my other buddies called me a couple weeks ago, said that he was interested in getting an old CJ style Jeep, you know, for like going down the beach and different things like that. So hopefully he gets one, and if he does, irregardless, we're gonna have, I got two of my closest buddies. These guys are the guys I grew up with. These are my, you know, I told you guys about you know, going through school and stuff, you'll probably get some friends, like a group of friends, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, a group of friends that'll be lifelong friends, like your best friends. And these two guys are right at the core of it, man. These are two of the four, or two of the three, really, of the best friends. Like you know, it could be that you don't even talk to these guys for 2 years, and you see each other, and it's just like you haven't missed a day. That's the type of friends I'm talking about. But these are the guys that we've done some stupid stuff together. And when I say stupid, I mean stupid fun. You know, these are yeah, I'm telling you that it should make for some interesting videos, right? Some interesting Jeep videos. And the one Jeep, you know, because it's older and stuff like that, it has to be trailered out there because we have to drive an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours to get out to an area where we might do some womping. Now, it might be some place that we do like an overnight camp so we can get some good video in. And if that's the case, man, I'm telling you guys, this is the stuff that I wish I could have had a video camera for 15 years, 20 years ago, the stuff that we used to do. I mean, back when we used to break our legs and tear our knees out of joint, crash and blow up motorcycles, and some really crazy things. These guys are the funny dudes too. I don't know how they're gonna want to be on camera or whatever, but they're not super shy about that either, just like I am. So it should be a lot of fun. That right there was like, wow. You know, he pulled up, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, no way. And he told me he's already been out. He's already just like that, you know, just go out and do it, just go out and take it. And I know a lot of you guys out there are actually CJ fans, you know, where it was only the 2-door, you know, not the 4-door. Shorter, more apt to getting a little wild, you know, a little wild in the bumps, which is cool. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited now about some future upcoming videos to make with these guys and having a couple of Jeeps out there. Like, so not only like if I'm doing my out of the front windshield view, you're not just going to see like where I'm driving. You may see 1 or 2 other Jeeps in front of me doing some stuff, or, you know, to the side or whatever. So I think that would be pretty interesting. I don't know. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But other than that, man, oh, the weather's been so nice here. It's been ridiculously nice. Unfortunately, I've been stuck inside a little bit, you know, a little bit more than I like to. I don't really have, you know, again, my Grom, I don't have any projects for it right now. The only thing really that I have left that I want to do to it that's almost like a necessity is those front forks. I got to do something with them. They're so soft. And I knew it once I stiffened up the rear to hold my weight. Now it just makes the front feel 10 times worse. So I got to do something about that. I just don't know what to do about it. I'm not 100% sure what to do. There's a couple options, and one option is super duper expensive. It's easy because it's like a complete replacement, but it's a third of the cost of the bike, which doesn't seem like a good idea. And then the other options are cheaper, but they're more like I gotta set this down. They're more like labor intensive, like really labor intensive. Or I could try and take it to like Race Tech or something that's fairly local to me. They're a really good race shop, but I think that's gonna end up costing like $600 right there alone, which is, man, I did not want to put that kind of money into this thing, but I don't know. So that's why there's no real projects lingering when it comes to the Grom. Other than that, man, I'm excited to really take my Jeep out and put it through the paces. So far, I've done a little bit of off-roading. We've done a lot of overlanding with it. Done some technical stuff, but not like super crazy. I'm not saying that I'm gonna go super crazy anyway. It was never really my intention to go like rock crawling with this. I know a lot of guys love rock crawling and seeing that extreme stuff, but I just don't have the unlimited funds and pocketbook to replace broken parts. You know, I invested, it's not like a Trailer Queen or anything. I mean, look at this. It's still filthy dirty. It's still look It's still filthy dirty from, can you even see how dirty it is? It's still dirty from, that's still Utah mud on there, man. I haven't washed this thing in weeks. I never wash my vehicles. Because I'm always, as soon as I wash them, I'm like back out in the dirt or something. I go and shooting or something crazy like that. I'm so excited. I'm like, man, I got to tell everybody about this because this is going to be fun. You know, it's one thing to be able to go out and do stuff on my own, which I don't mind, but when you got some buddies, like, you know, going motorcycle riding, you never really want to go riding by yourself like how we do, because you crash out there, there's no one around. When you crash on a bike, you could hit your head, you know, you could break a leg, something could happen where you can't get, you know, you're screwed. So we always went riding with, you know, with buddies, and we all kind of got out of that phase, the dirt bike phase. Just as you get older, man, I swear, recovery after a weekend was like, it'd take a whole week. I couldn't afford to get hurt. I mean, some of you guys may understand that you know, you have obligations that and responsibilities like house payments and children and all these other car payments and insurances, all this stuff which requires you to be healthy and working. And if you get injured and you can't work, there's a major problem. So, you know, that's one thing to keep in mind, that you got to be careful. And as you get older and you get more responsibilities, it's not that you don't want to do it anymore. Like, I love doing that stuff, man. I love going 100 miles an hour. I love it. But I also have to be smart about it and know that I have responsibilities. So it kind of sold all the motorcycles, and then I end up getting the Grom. The Grom's fun though. And then this guy here, like when I sold the bikes, that's why, one of the reasons why I was building this, a little bit safer, you know, being strapped into a car rather than on a bike or a quad or something like that. But still, I mean, you end up going twice as fast over twice the size jumps. It doesn't matter. If it's got a motor in it, I'm going to push it to its limit and probably end up hurting myself or hitting a tree or something crazy like that. Anyway, short vid, you guys. I just wanted to pass that on. I know, like I said, I know I keep talking about it, but it's just, you have to understand the weather in California, the seasons. I say seasons very loosely. The seasons in California drive what you do. In the summertime, you know, it's beach, it's the river, the lake, it's mountain biking up in the mountains because of the heat. In the wintertime, that's when you go to the desert. That's when the motorcycle riding comes in, the jeeping, the shooting out in the desert, because it's cooler. It's actually gets cold out there. You know, it goes from sweating like crazy to wearing a parka out there. And you guys might live in an area where there's snow, and it's so hard to understand. But when you get acclimatized to 95, 100 degree weather, then all of a sudden, bam, it changes to 45 degrees. I don't think that your areas have a 50 or 60 degree swing in temperature in one day. And it does here at certain times of the year. And it can play tricks on your mind and your body. That's when I have a tendency to get sick. There's one time a year that has these drastic swings. You go to bed and it's hot. You wake up, it's pretty cold, and the windows are open, the fan's blowing, ceiling fans on, and now you're sick. So if I ever do get sick, it's usually that, in these wild swings in temperatures. But winter's coming.